Okay, hi everyone, it's Connie with Flourish for take 3. I am having some difficulty with my live, but hopefully this one will work. I'm Connie Holden. I am a brand ambassador with Redesign with Prima, and I am here today to customize the basket for a last minute Mother's Day gift. I am using a bushel basket, which looks like this. It is a basket that you can, I got this actually at a salvage place. The gentleman there got it from a farm in the area that was closing down, and they had a whole bunch of these baskets for, like, you know, they used it to like pick apples and peaches and that kind of stuff. And so I got it for $5 at this salvage place, and it's a really great basket because it does have these flat sides. So you can actually put stuff on it. And I thought, you know, this would be a great idea if you're struggling with, you know, what to get your mom. Something that is, you know, easily customizable and that can be used for a variety of things. You can put a plant in it. You can put towels in it. You can put blankets in it. You can put fruit in it, obviously. I intend to use it as a planter for outside on my porch. And because it's going to be outside and in direct sun, I am using a paint that is UV resistant. So it is Fusion Mineral Paint, and it is a Toronto-based paint. Hey, Amber, thanks for joining. So glad that you can finally see me. It's been like 3 tries. So it's a user error though. Anyways, welcome. So what I was saying is this paint is UV resistant. And that means that it can go outside without having any kind of sun damage or sun bleaching. So it's a really great paint to use if you are going to do something like a planter or, you know, anything that you're going to put outside, even furniture under a porch or something like that. Amber loves Fusion paint. Yeah, I do too. It's the only paint that I use. And really the reasons why, it's run by a woman, and her, I think she's, I don't know how old, she's 30s or something. It's a family owned company. It's local to Toronto. And they're really good, in their manufacturing process and disposal of the paint. They're, very sustainable and good to the environment. So there's several reasons and benefits why, for using Fusion Mineral Paint. So anyway, because it is going to go outside, what I am going to do is decorate using some Redesign with Prima products, but mainly decorating with paint. So no transfers are going to go on this because transfers, they do fade in the sun. So if you are going to, thanks Roz, appreciate your help. So if you are going to do something that is going to go outside, I don't recommend putting a transfer on it unless it is like a covered porch or something like that. So I have a couple colors here, Fusion. I have Jenny's Green, which was just launched. So it's sort of like an olive green, a very natural green. And then I have this other green, it's called Park Bench. And so it's a bit of a brighter green, which is really cute. So I am going to use some stick and style stencils. This one's called Calypso Lattice. And so these ones are sticky on one side and which adhere to your, whatever it is that you're working on. So that, you know, that's good if you don't want it to go anywhere. And also to help you reduce like any kind of bleeding under the stencil. Hey, Neha. So I hope I said that right. Thank you. And if you are just joining, would love to see your names and a little hello and maybe where you're at today or where you're joining us from. So I am in Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario. It is like the wine region of Canada. It's close to Buffalo, New York, if you're familiar with that. So yeah, so that's where I'm. Okay, so for this stick and style stencil, I am using, to apply it, I'm using this roller, which, hi Arlene, thanks for joining. So you can get this roller this set, which is amazing, on the Redesign with Prima website. It comes with 4 foam rollers and then 1, I guess, or foam pieces and then 1 the hardware to roll it. And I reuse these frequently because they're awesome. They don't overload with paint, so you can, you know, a little bit of paint goes on there, which is what you're needed here. I'm actually going to cut this because I don't need all of it. So I'm just going to cut this because I'm just going to use a little bit of this, because these are these stick and style stencil rolls. They're a really good bang for your crafting buck, because you can move them around and use them a couple times, which is always good. So you can have this roll that's like 15 feet and only use, you know, 8 inches or so per project. Hey, from Colorado. Colorado is so beautiful. My cousin lives in Colorado, and they post photos of like hiking and all that stuff constantly, and it always looks so lovely. So hopefully everyone has a Mother's Day gift planned or a Mother's Day outing planned for yourself. If not, here's a last minute gift idea. Just decorating and customizing a basket. Maybe your mom is you know, needs something to put towels in, or, you know, planter or something like that. You know, everyone can use a basket. They're useful for so many things. I have baskets in pretty much every room of my house. So I'm just using a little bit of paint, as you can see here. And it's just adding a little bit of customization to this little bushel basket I have here. And you can use, of course, any of the stencils that we have here, the stick and styles. And you don't have to, I mean, I'm not being super concerned about, you know, straight and stuff like that. I mean, it's, if you want to be a little bit straighter with your application, of course you can do so, but I think the overall effect is going to be there, which is going to look good. So here we're going. So just a cute little addition. Let me do this, and then we're going to do another layer below using a different one, so you can see kind of some different options. So that's what it looks like. And again, this is a super simple way to customize. You can do any kind of bucket or basket using the same stuff. This paint adheres to pretty much anything. Again, I'm using Fusion Mineral Paint. I'm going to use Park Bench. Sorry, I did that fast. Using Park Bench on the next row. And I'm just going to use a little bit. So this one is really cool. It looks like tiles. So I love it. I love this one. It's like Moroccan tiles. I really dig it. So, and they of course start to repeat. So I'm only going to, I'm going to use the 3, there's 3 different patterns. So I'm going to cut 3 different, those 3, and use that. And, you know, this is 4 inches. Oh, sorry. This is called Casablanca tile. It also is 4 inches. It's an awesome, I've had these rolls. Look at how much you get. I mean, you get a ton in that. So I'm using like 3 little bits from this huge roll. So again, it is, and these are reusable. I'll only use 3 of these for one project. So, yeah, Roz loves them too. Yeah, they're just, and you know, of course you can use these on any surface. I use them often to paint the sides of my drawers because they're kind of like this, the height of the drawers. So you just kind of rub one on, and then of course apply your paint, excuse me. And here I'm applying some paint here. And I mean, it's the same process for, you know, doing furniture. So again, I'm not using a ton of paint. I just don't need to. And actually you shouldn't, because if you do, it might go under the stencil. So, and this stencil is a little bit wider than my surface, but it's okay. I'm kind of doing a kind of a rustic look, because I mean, this basket has been used. I actually cleaned it yesterday because it had been sitting out, and of course it's been used with fruit. So you can see that there's a little bit of discoloration on the basket. So I cleaned it yesterday. I sprayed some like all-purpose cleaner on it and rubbed it, cleaned it with a one of those green scrubby pads just to make sure it was clean. But it's gonna go outside, so I'm assuming it's gonna have more, you know, weathering occurring. And if you weren't here for when I explained it, I live around a bunch of farms. It's mainly like grape orchards, apple orchards, peach, rock fruit. And so there's a ton of baskets and stuff like this that they use when they're picking. And I got this this basket at a antique salvage yard. So they picked it up from a farm that was closing. So you'll see I only use a little bit of paint. So just a very little bit of paint. And it goes a long way because this roller doesn't absorb a ton. And you can, you know, use like 6 different little tiles here with one go. So here's what it's looking like. Has anybody tried the stick and style, besides Roz, of course, the stick and style stencils? Would love to hear from you. If you have any questions. I am unfortunately unable to see my mom today. She is in Alabama. That's where I grew up. And the border between the US and Canada is still closed. Even, I mean, technically I could go down there, but coming back is very difficult. So even if I got vaccinated, but it's still very challenging to get back and forth between the two. So there we go. Pretty cute, eh? So, I mean, you can use, you know, any of the stick and style stencils on a project like this. They're really easy to use. The price point is pretty low in comparison to, you know, how much use you can get out of them. So, I always like to say that it's good. It's a good crafting bang for your buck. These stick and style stencils. So today I used the Calypso lattice and the Casablanca tile. So easy, quick, you know, little basket. So if you wanted to keep something inside your house, feel free to add transfers or something like that to it. But since mine is going to go outside, I decided to just use some paint. So I think I like it like that. So quick and easy. So if you have any questions on how to use these products or the paint that I am using, feel free to leave a comment or contact me directly. I am a brand ambassador with Redesign with Prima. My name is Connie Holden, and you can find me online on Facebook and Instagram at Your Space Thriving. And my face hopefully will pop up. So thank you so much. And I am live every Saturday at noon Eastern. So I will see you next Saturday. And next Saturday we will be, I will be showing you one of our new products that is coming out very shortly. So we have Redesign with Prima has a big release coming up, and I will be sharing some of those new products with you next Saturday. And you should be able to start seeing those this week as well. So keep an eye out for new stuff. It's a big release with lots of new products. And I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised by, all the new stuff that's coming out. Anyways, all right, everyone, have a great Saturday. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And I will see you next Saturday. All right, bye, everyone.